I've been benching for only 6 months, and my progress blew up so quickly that I have already become the national champion of bench press, and I was also invited to participate in the World Bench Press Championship in Norway this year. And I went from a bench of 90 kilograms to benching 132.5 kilograms on a competition, which is a 42 kilogram difference. And if you divide it by 6, I made progress of 7 kilograms per month, which in contrast, most lifters make only 2 to 3 kilograms per month of progress. I'd made 7. So I tripled that progress and sustained it for 6 months straight at the age of just 16 years old. And in this video, I will teach you how to blow up your bench press in just 30 days and the specific workout routine that you can use to continue making this amazing progress until the rest of your workout journey. But how did I do that? I used a specific method that I crafted, which is science-based, which is completely different from all of these other clickbait fitness influencers telling you how to increase your bench. So if you want exponential results, you can't follow people that got mediocre ones. So now, let me lead you through this simple 3-step process. In the first step, we are going to go over the most common misconceptions. In the second step, I'm going to give you the workout routine that you need to blow up your bench. And in the third one, I'm going to show you a bonus how to prevent injury. The first one is quite obvious when I say it, but most people make this mistake. It is you train like a bodybuilder. In my school, there is a school gym, and most people kind of know that I'm the national champion, so they ask me here and there how to improve their bench press. I always give them tips how to hold the bar, how to use leg drive and all of these different things, but I always ask them what is their workout routine. And more specifically, I ask them how many sets of how many reps they do. And do you know what they tell me? That they do 5 reps of 12 to 16 reps, which is really good for gaining muscle, but not that optimal for gaining strength. And when I ask them about what support exercises they do, they go like, what? Large support exercises. So the first thing you need to realize is you need to stop training like a bodybuilder and need to start training more like a powerlifter. More like I'm going to teach you in this video and in the exact step-by-step workout plan. And if you are worrying that you won't grow muscle if you just focus on strength, let me tell you, I have been working out for a bit over 4 years straight. And I've been focusing, dedicating every single workout to gain as much strength while keeping my muscle mass low. And do you know where I ended up? I ended up being huge anyway. So you don't need to bother that your chest is going to be small when you are doing this workout routine. The second problem that most people have is that they don't know how to bench. That's why right now I'm going to show you a quick tutorial about how to set up your bench press and how to exactly do the movement. First thing that you do is that you sit right on the edge of the bench, then you lie down, squeeze your shoulder blades together, put your hands kind of like this, and then drive yourself into the bench and building the arch, then you sit your ass down essentially. Then whilst keeping tension in your entire body and pushing the floor away, like this, essentially you are trying to push yourself off the bench the entire time. Then you select a grip width, unrack the bar, keep tension in your legs and try to puff your chest out as much as possible. Then you slowly lower the bar while squeezing it as hard as you can and bending it like this. So you squeeze the bar, you bend it, you drive it down, pause for a little bit, and then you explode up. Try to have your bar path start above your neck, then slowly lower down until it touches just below your chest, and then explode up and push it slightly above you. And then you can rack it. Now when you know how to correctly do the bench press and you also know how not to train, let's go over the workout routine and how you should train. This is going to be a 3-day workout routine because you don't want to exhaust yourself. You don't want to train bench every single day because then it gets quite suboptimal because your muscles are sore for the next workout, so you can't perform to your best. And we are going to split these days into a primary day, secondary day, and a tertiary day. If you don't know what this means, you probably don't. It works like this. Here is your primary, here is your secondary, and here is your tertiary day. Imagine a graph like this with a line going straight through the middle like this. This part of the graph is your main movement, the bench press, like you do just the bench press. Then over here, you do support exercises that are not the bench press, but they complement it. So stuff like incline dumbbell bench press, dips, ring dips, push-ups, ladder raises, just everything that hits similar muscles than the bench press. These are the exercises that you really need. And the more that you move from primary, secondary, and tertiary day, the less main bench press, like the main movement you do, and the more support exercises. And also if you want to, you can add a line over here and add exercises that complement the parts of the movement that you are not that good at. I'm going to talk about all of these things right now in the workout routine. Primary day, you start your workout session by a warm-up. And then after you warm up, you are going to start loading the weights on the bench press until you build up to your 1 rep max. So the first thing that you do in this workout is that you test your 1 rep max. You just do one heavy single rep. So you do a single rep, you load up the weight and you go down and up, rack. If you are feeling that you can do more weight, you add like these tiny little 1.5, like 1.25 kg plates on each side and you attempt that again. Or if you have even smaller plates, you can add those. And this set is going to be RPE 10. RPE means like reps per estimated energy. So 10, RPE 10 is like 10 out of 10 exhaustion to failure. 5 out of 10 is like half to failure, you get it. Then after that, you reduce the weight so you can do 3 sets of 5 reps of RPE 6. So this is like 60% to failure. This needs to be light, just to practice after the movement. These sets are called back off sets. So you do 3 sets, 5 reps, really light. Then you load up 130% of your 1 rep max, but not for doing reps. For you get a strong spotter and he just lifts the weight and you just hold it in the correct position, like this, upright, and just hold it there for around 10 seconds. This should be RPE 9, so almost to failure, because you don't want to achieve failure and the bar to just crush you. Then after that, in this primary day, you are really focusing on hitting the chest. That's why you also do 3 sets of 3 to 5 reps, RPE 8, so 80% to failure on every single set, of wide grip bench press. So you grip the bar around 3 centimeters from each part wider. So maybe your bench width is over here, so you do it over here, just slightly expand it for like 2 to 3 fingers, like that. And why did I say 3 or 5 reps? It really depends on how you feel like it. If you feel like you're really strong today and you don't want to do many reps, you can add a lot of weight and do just 3. Or if you're feeling quite a bit tired, you add less weight and do 5 reps. And then let's go over the last exercise for today, which is also really good for chest, which are ring dips. We are also going to do 4 sets of 6 to 10 reps. And if you can do them regularly without adding weight, like 15 of them, you can add 5 kilograms, 10 kilograms, just to be in that 6 to 10 rep range. And you do that RPE 7. Now let's go over the secondary day, and you should be writing this shit down immediately on your notebook or screenshotting the things that I'm putting on the page. So right now the secondary day is 3 sets. This is something special that I never seen anybody do, is doing 3 sets of 3 to 4 reps of 90% of your 1 rep max. You are going to get scared, like, how on earth am I supposed to do 4 or 3 reps with 90% of my 1 rep max? That's for like 1 or 2 reps. But we are going to do it with the specific tactic. So you load on the weight, you unrack it, you go down, go up, rack it. 1 rep. You shake your hands off and you rest enough, this should be only like 5 seconds, until you can do it again. Then you rack, shake your hands off, like sit from the bench like that, and you wait around 10 seconds right now because it's a bit too difficult, because it's a bit more difficult. You go down, up, push the 3rd rep. And now you wait around 30 seconds until you can go there and do that 1 more rep again. You want to really make sure that the last 3 reps, so the first rep is quite easy, but the last 3 are almost to failure, almost every single one of them. So you rest just enough to push the weight. You don't rest like a minute in between that, because it just ruins this entire set. And what happens, why is this specific way to exercise really, really good? It is because you essentially did 4 sets of 1 rep, which is the most optimal if you want to gain strength in that 1 movement. You just do 1 rep with as much weight as possible. And you just compressed the time to basically like 3 minutes. It would normally take you around 10 if you want to rest like 3 minutes in between each one of them. So you just saved like 6 minutes of time, which is awesome. And then repeat this 2 more times. So it ends up being 3 sets. Now you want to work on this day more of your triceps and delts, because your chest is quite sore from the day before. So we are going to do close grip bench press. So really, really close, just like this, arms at shoulder width. And you are going to do 3 to 4 sets. It depends how you feel like it. And you are going to do this RPE 7 to 8. You don't want to push yourself to failure, but you really want to feel those muscles working, mainly the triceps and front delts. Then we are going to pick incline dumbbell bench press. And we are going to do this for 4 sets of 6 to 12 reps. You want to do a bit more volume, because later in the video we are going to discuss how to not get injured, and it basically depends on making your shoulders stronger. And then the last exercise of this day is going to be tricep extensions. You can do this overhead like this. You can do this when you have it anchored at shoulder height. You lean forward and you do it like that. That's what I sometimes do, but I like them pulling it from the top. And that should be around RPE 8. Now let's go over the tertiary day, the last day before your primary day where you want to hit a PR. In this day you are going to strictly practice the things that you are not that good at. So there are 3 parts of the bench press that you can suck at. The first is the last part of the bench. This is where I struggle. I almost benched the national record that wasn't broken for like 3 years straight, but I failed to push it from over here up. So that's my biggest weakness. Then the second weakness you can have is that you are absolutely good at pushing it up, but when it goes down, you don't have the strength to begin the motion of pushing. And the third part is that where most of my friends struggle is the leg drive, because when they push really, really hard, their legs just go flying out. So if your problem is the last part of the bench press, I'm going to name a couple of exercises to make you stronger at that part. The first one is banded bench press. So essentially you have the bench, but you anchor resistance bands towards the side. So it makes the upper part way harder. Depends on the thickness of the bands. Then the next exercise, I already mentioned it, is to do a bench hold, to just hold the weight. And also what you can do is that you can load up like your PR and just do half reps over here. So for me, I'm going to load up about 130 kilograms and just do this for like 5 reps. Now, when you suck at the bottom part of the pull-up, what you are going to do is you are going to do weighted dips or weighted ring dips. and you are going to go really, really deep. Almost your shoulders touching the dip bars. That's the optimal part. And then you are going to go down, maybe even pause for a second and shoot up as fast as possible. Then you are going to have close grip bench press with no arch. So most of the time on bench you arch like this, but now you're going to have a completely flat back on the bench so you can go really, really deep. The next thing is going to be spoto press. I think it's called like that because like a spot. So you lower the bar down and you stop just about this much from your chest and you hold it there for around 3 seconds and then you explode up. So you lower it down slowly, you pause, you don't touch your chest, you have it just above your chest and then you push up. This is a really, really good exercise. And then the next one, what you can have is a super paused bench press. So you pause down for like 3 to 5 seconds. Now, if you can't keep your legs steady, you can do something that is called a Larsen press, which is a form of bench press where you lift your legs up, but they don't touch the ground, and you just set them on the bench and you just lie there with your legs straight, and then you do the bench like that. Or what you can do is that you can practice your leg drive and arch whilst having your back really, really steady and just holding the 130% of your 1 rep max like this and really pressing into those legs. Or you can load up like 50% of your 1 rep max and just hold it down and really focus on that leg drive. What you can also do if you are short, like less than 170 centimeters, I'm like 175, so it just about doesn't work, but it used to work just a few months ago, is that you literally squeeze the bench with your knees. So you squeeze the bench with your knees, so it's really, really hard for you to like slip or whatever, if you know what I mean. You get way more stability. Now the bonus module is how to bulletproof your shoulders and just basically avoid any injuries. I haven't had any injuries. Well, I think my wrist was like sore because I was holding the bench wrong, but that's for another day. So what you are going to do is that you are going to grab 5 kilogram dumbbells and you are going to start doing lateral raises standing up, like this, basic lateral raises. And then you are going to slowly lean forward, and this is because you want to hit your front delts all the way to your rear delts. So you are going to keep bending forward and keep doing lateral raises until you are like this and you really hit your rear delts, and then you stand back up again and even do some front raises. This is the method that I use to like build a bulky shoulder, to have really strong tendons on my shoulder so I can do the bench press pain and injury free. Also, you can add more and more support exercises that are really similar. You can even make up one of your own. What I like to also do is shrugs to build up your traps so you are way more stable on the bench. And this was how to blow up your bench in 30 days, a complete workout routine. Make sure to screenshot it on the screen, or if you wrote it down. Make sure to follow this routine and I can guarantee you will rapidly increase your bench. Right now I'm working with one of my friends for free to blow up his bench press, and his progress is astronomical. This month he gained 7 kilograms on his bench, just like me. If you want to make similar progress, make sure to click the first link in the description. That is my one-to-one coaching. See you there. Bye.